Hi everyone, welcome. In this video, we're going to break down crow step by step. I'm going to guide you through some exercises, not only to build strength, improve your balance, but also to understand the mechanics so you can eventually float into it. Feel free to pause after each exercise to practice properly, and then you can come back to the video. You might want to grab 2 blocks and let's get started. First of all, let's get started in tabletop. We're going to work on the wrist. Spread the fingers wide. Your index finger are parallel to each other, so the hands are slightly pointing outwards really. Grip the mat with your hands to engage your hasta bandhas, your hand locks. This is the base of your crow. The weight is going to travel where the nail is, so it's very important that we're gripping the mat as hard as we can. Let's start making big circles here, staying strong here with the hands. So think about angry cat back slightly. That's lifting that rib cage, pushing the shoulder blades away from each other. Very nice. Swap direction if you haven't already. Very nice. Come back to center, turn the fingers outwards, and then we're going to lean from side to side. Again, thinking angry cat back. Turn your fingertips facing each other. Still gripping the mat with the hands. And then we're going to turn the fingers pointing towards the knees as much as you can. Don't worry if you can't go fully back. And then this time we're going to lean forward and back. Don't worry about your angry cat back this time. Stretching your forearms. Nice. Coming back to center. And let's go for some cat cow knee. I really need you to understand the mechanic in your angry cat back. So protracting the shoulder blades, shoulders away from each other. Tuck the belly button to the spine, squeeze the glute, and lift your pelvic floor muscles here. On the inhale, coming into your cow. And exhale, angry cat back. And again. When we're going into crow, what we want is really finding that angry cat back here. Because sometimes we're trying to arch the spine and bring the gaze. Trying to arch the spine, and what happens is we're not engaging the core. The abdominals are lengthened, and that stops us from being able to find balance. And again. Nice. From here, we're going to make our way into a hollow back plank. So again, thinking angry cat back. Still gripping the mat with your hands. Extend the legs. Push the heels away from you. And then shoulder blades away from each other. So imagine you're trying to lift the rib cage towards the sky. And then bring the hips down towards the mat. This is a lock. We're going to hold it there. Let's hold it there 45 seconds to 1 minute. And see your elbow crease. Your elbow crease are facing forward. We're going to engage the chest, the pectoral muscles. Nice. Once you've done your 45 to 60 seconds, drop onto the knees and take a quick child's pose here. Relax. Very nice. The next exercise we're going to come to is yogi squat. Bring the feet on the outside of the hands, turn the toes out. Then we're going to sit onto yogi squat. This is a great way to open the hips a little bit here, which we're going to need to get into the position. Again, 45 seconds to a minute hold, and then come back to the video. Next exercise we're going to break down is the Chaturanga. Chaturanga is a great way to work into passing the shoulders over the fingers here, which is the movement that we want to have when we're doing crow. We're going to come into plank again, hollow back, so pushing the floor away. The elbow crease are facing forward, extending, rotating the shoulders here. Squeeze the glute, and on the exhale, look forward, lower down to the elbows. Squeeze the elbows together, and exhale, lift back. Very nice. Let's do a few more. Again, pausing the video. Try and focus on your form here. Maybe bring a little pause at the bottom if you can. If this is too challenging for you, we're going to go into a negative. So we're going to lower down as slow as you can, all the way to the mat. Then push yourself back into plank. And then we're going to lower back down. Try and keep the gaze forward, as when you're in your crow, if you're looking down, you're going to go down. So always bring the gaze forward. Very nice. The next exercise, we're going to go onto our back. And this is really going to mimic a crow pose without having the weight on the wrists. So we're coming onto our back. Bring the knees to the chest here. I'm going to lift the arms, hands over the shoulders. Imagine that you've got the ceiling onto the hands here. So elbow crease are facing towards your face. And then we're going to lift the shoulders and lift the head up. Now connect your triceps and your knees together, toes touching each other. And then imagine that you're tucking the belly button to the spine and pushing the sit bones up towards the sky. I know the elbows are not bent here, but you're going to push the triceps into the knees, knees into the triceps, very important. And then round the spine as much as you can. Nice, hold it there for how long as you can. And then we're going to release down. And again, do that a few times. Focusing on, again, tucking the tailbone. So we're tucking the tailbones up towards the sky. And then we're going to lift the shoulders and head towards the sky as well. The gaze is in between our thumbs. For the next exercise, we are going to use the blocks. We're going to float into crow, but we're going to support the shoulders onto the blocks. So with this one, be very careful. Make sure that the blocks are secure. So if it's a little bit wobbly, you want to come back down and make sure that the four corners of the blocks are flat. What's important is to keep the wrist and the elbows aligned. So bring the elbow crease facing forward. Bring the blocks, the shoulders onto the blocks, and then have a look at where your elbows and wrists are. Don't look down, look forward. Angry cat back, lift the knees, and then walk the feet close to the elbows. Maybe you bring one knee onto the tricep and then the other. So if you look at my alignment, I'm not collapsing the chest, I am protracting, rounding the spine. I'm pushing the floor away from me, squeezing elbows towards each other. Very nice. To come down, you're going to bring one foot down first and the other. Keep practicing this. Again, remember to grab the mat with your hands, and if you feel like you're ready to go into your full crow, you can go to the next exercise. Let's work into full crow now. It's exactly the same alignment that we did with the blocks, but obviously we're going to need a little bit of an extra push. Index finger parallel to each other, grab the mat, hasta bandhas, angry cat back, elbow crease facing to the front of the room, wrapping the triceps. Lift the knees, walk the feet, big toes touching, and then bend the knees to bring the knees behind the triceps. Now again, wrist and elbows stacked, angry cat back, look forward, and then maybe you bring one foot first or both. Very nice. Another way you can do this is by squeezing the knees on the outside of the triceps. So it's going to look a little bit different. We start the same, but we're going to squeeze the knees. I find it a bit more difficult here, but some people may think it's easier. You're going to need to push the elbows onto the knees and the knees onto the elbows. Angry cat back, look forward, grab the mat with your hands. Very nice. Let's do it one more time together. Going into our full crow, index parallel to each other, wrap the triceps inward, look forward, angry cat back. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, I would really appreciate a like and a little comment underneath, so I get paid by YouTube and I can do more videos like that for you. Have a lovely rest of the day.